everyone, and welcome to the Vintage-Needlecrafter. My name is Laura. Thank you everyone for tuning in today, and if you are a new subscriber, I hope you return to watch more, and I hope that if you are a new viewer, that you will subscribe to my channel. Well, I thought I would sit down with you today and just do a little podcast and talk about my whips that I am currently making. I only have one finished object to show you this week, and this is what I'm wearing. This is the Granny Pop sweater. I think that's what it's called, Granny Pop. And this design is by MJ Off the Hook Designs. You can find her on Instagram and on YouTube. She has patterns that you can download, and then she also has the tutorials on YouTube that you can follow along to make her makes, which a lot of her designs I'm really enjoying lately. So yeah, this is just made with that, this is just a Red Heart Super Saver number 4. It's just a yarn that I had in my stash. And so I thought I would put it to good use. So here that is. It's just a long sleeve sweater, and I made this quite long. So it's like a tunic length. But that is the Granny Pop sweater. Now I also have a little bit left of that yarn. I'll get it for you. That sweater that I had on my mannequin Rosie over here. This is all I have left of that. This was a lovely design too. And it was just so thick and heavy that I just couldn't wear it. I just, with my with my menopause and getting hot flashes and getting hot quite often, I need something a little bit more breathable. And that's what this is. This, it's more breathable to wear because a little bit of the openness, as you can see. So it keeps you warm, yet breathes, which is what I like. I'm sitting in a different spot here today. I have some of my yarn stash over here. And, okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is current whips that I am working on. This was the only finished object, like I said. But it didn't take very long to do. It was only just a few days, and it was done once I picked it up. I'm having a little problem right now, and I can't crochet for very long because my fingers right here from the yarn, the way I crochet, the yarn hits right here, these two fingers, and oh, it hurts. It's almost calloused, so I have to put the crochet down for a few days. But I did get this finished. I really enjoy it. I like the breathability, even though it's just a Red Heart yarn. I prefer it to be something with a cotton blend, but it's okay. I just wanted to make one. I really love the design. Okay. So that's that, and I'm not sure if you tuned in and saw the brioche crochet tutorial that I made a couple days ago. But in that, I'll get this here, in that, whoops, I dropped my hook. In that video, I showed you how to do the brioche crochet plus a lace insertion that you could put in the center. The reason for that is the brioche crochet does gobble up quite a bit of yarn, that stitch, and it's very thick. However, I discovered when I balanced it with my own lace insertion, the yarn went quite far. And I'm going to show you my piece. Now, when you're working this stitch, you go back and forth this way, back and forth, okay? But when you wear it like this. And I'm going to stretch it out slightly because this piece is not blocked. Okay, you see the lace in there, and then the strips going down, that's the brioche crochet. My version of brioche crochet. There are different brioche crochet stitches out there. Okay, I discovered that. But the yarn and what I'm making with this is, I've almost got this finished. This is the back panel for a sweater that I'm going to be making for spring. And this is what I have left right here. And this is what the ball was to begin with. And you can see now my back is almost finished. All I have to do is add another panel right here. And then I have to put on the bottom ribbing, which I'm going to make quite a long ribbing on mine. This is what I'm wanting to do. But this yarn is called, come on, focus, focus. There we go. This is called Fiber Natura Cobblestone. And it is a 100% superwash merino wool and has 612 yards, so it's very generous yardage. Now, you can find this cheaper if you go to I think it's Premier Yarns, has it for $21.99, I do believe. Oh, come on, focus again. There it is, Fibra Natura. It's a really beautiful, soft yarn. It's almost a sock weight, but not quite. And it's 2-plied, which is one strand is in gray and the others just have a different colored effect. And I love this beautiful marl effect it makes. Here is a sample of one of those panels that I made. Okay, here's a sample panel. And when you crochet, you're going along this way and you're doing one row, like I said in the tutorial, one row of half double crochet, 2 rows of brioche, and then come up and do 4 rows of the lace right in here, and then another half double crochet row, and then 2 rows of the brioche. And then it just repeats. And I had blocked this, and it's very drapey. I like the drape of it after blocking, and it opened up that lace right there. And that lace is just very simple. Very, very simple. Go check out my tutorial and I'll show you how to do that lace. This is not complicated at all. If you are an intermediate crocheter, you'll have no problem with this whatsoever. And you can use that design in anything. You can make sweaters, you can make vests, you can make shawls, you can make wraps, blankets, hats, socks. It's pretty versatile. Okay, so that project I have started. That's one of my whips I have going. Now, the 12 Days of Evergreen shawl is my next thing, and I'm still working on that. I have some thoughts to share on that. Number one, the wool is, it's a little on the scratchy side. So it's not really fine as I'd like it to be. And knitting doesn't bother my fingers because the way I hold the yarn. It's just crochet, but nonetheless, this wool, and hold on, I'm going to pause this and show you that yarn. Okay, here it is. It is Universal Yarn Deluxe Worsted. And the kit that I bought came with 5 of these hanks. And I just caked them up on my winder. But the progress is almost finished on this. The design pattern is very intricate, I thought, for me. And because I'm not a highly experienced knitter. But it is very, very long. This shawl, I'm coming to the end now where it's going to go down to just the V. But so you can see just how long this little Homer is. And it's here, and I probably have another foot to go on this end over here. But there it is, coming along. It's almost done. I really want to finish this. Gets wider. And then wider. It's got a pine tree motif. And then on the edging is quite nice. I've shown this to you a lot. It's got this diamond, I'll hold it this way. It's got this diamond going along, this diamond shape. Yeah, I'm really wanting to finish that, but I found there's so much knitting to that. It's almost like a blanket, which is nice, you know, but I'm getting tired of knitting it. So today, after I get done filming this little podcast for you, I'm going to set my mind to finishing that today, hopefully. And then I'm going to give my hands, I think, a little break. Because I have, in my mind, I have too many whips going. I have like 7 or 8 things now. I know. We're supposed to be slowing it down this year. What do you say? And okay, let's see. I'm looking, second thing, no. Yes, second whip I have going is just something I just designed my own self. And I can show you my progress here. Oh, my yarn. Please pay no attention to my yarn at the bottom, people, because it is a mess. But this is what I've got so far, and this is going to be a cardigan, chunky cardigan. And the different thing I done is, this was my very first raglan cardigan, and I did not have a pattern. I just watched a tutorial on how to do the raglan stitch going down for the increases, and I did it just perfect this time. I know my knits are usually never perfect, but it's perfectly centered. You can't really see it here too well on the camera, but there's a better view. Open it up for you, and you can see those raglan increases. Kind of stripy with what yarn that I used. And the design I did on this was, I'm going down the sleeves, doing a cable, just a simple basic cable going down the sleeves. I thought that would give it a little bit of character. And then I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something different for the front here. When I get to do the band, the button band, instead of doing like I did up here on the collar, which is a 1x1 rib, I'm going to do a moss stitch where you, where you knit, purl, and then purl, knit, purl, you know, you do like that, a moss stitch. I thought that would be nice for a band. And maybe the bottom too, the bottom would be in moss stitch, but I have a ways to go. And this is just a couple of different yarns that I had purchased on Wool Warehouse. And I don't have, I can only show you one of the labels because the other one I have this little bit left and it's a mess. Little bit left and I ordered more, it's on the way. But the main color is with this King Cole Poplar Chunky. And this was some yarn that I had purchased back in November. And it was the first time that I had ordered from Wool Warehouse. And I just wanted to try it out. I thought the color was really, really pretty. If the camera will pick it up right, I'm trying to move it around for you. There you go. It is called Morning Mist. I love the name of that, Morning Mist. And it's a tweedy kind of yarn. There's a better view. Oh, focus. It's kind of showing a little bit brighter than what it actually is. There's the color. There's the color. Morning Mist. Okay, so I have that, and then the other yarn, and I only have a little bit of it left here. You can't really see that, but it's King Cole Christmas in the colorway Snowman. So those are the two colors I chose. And I'm hoping to get this cardigan done before the end of the month. We'll see. I'm not in a rush. But I think those, that was 3. That was the third one. I'm sorry, my mind. But the last thing I've got going here, now I do have other little things, but one of them's a blanket, and I just pick that up whenever. And the other one is my dress, my 1986 dress remake. I know, I'm kind of being naughty on that. Because I should be knitting on that, because spring will be here before I know it, and I'm not going to be prepared. But I try to pick it up every so often. Got that going. Got my Iceland's cables sweater going. But yeah, those projects I've kind of sat down for a few days. And I wanted to show you this. Now, isn't this pretty? Oh, look at the colors on that. Those colors are just gorge. And I'm using a yarn called Premier Puzzle Cotton. I love this yarn. Over here. Premier Puzzle Cotton. There that is. There's the yarn. There you go. A good way to see that. This is a cotton acrylic blend, and it's so soft. It's so soft and squishy. And I am making with this a wrap, kind of like a shawl. It's actually like a shawl wrap. And I'll show you. Hold on. Okay. That pattern is in this copy of Crochet World that you can pick up in newsstands anywhere or online if you subscribe to their magazine, which I have. And see, it's on page 65. And I just loved the color that the model was wearing so much. I went shopping and found that color. I hold it this way, you can see. It looks so soft and so comfortable. I went and got that yarn because I wanted to make it so much. It's called Sweet Morning Shawl. And isn't that perfect for spring? Oh, I could just see that wearing it out, shopping, or hanging out with friends, having some coffee, going to church on Easter, whatever you'd like to do. Very nice to dress up or dress down. Sweet Morning Shawl. That was in Premier Puzzle Cotton. At first when I saw it, I thought it was Premier Puzzle. And I went looking over there for Premier Puzzle. I thought, I don't see this colorway. What's wrong? Then as I got to reading it, oh, Premier Puzzle Cotton. Silly me. But anyway, I'm making quite a lot of progress on that. It works up pretty quickly. It's only a 3-row repeat. Single crochet, V-stitch, and then shell stitch, and then it repeats. So there's that. Pick up that copy of Crochet World, and you can make one of those yourself. So once again, this is the progress that I've made on that. Sweet Morning Shawl. I love the colors on this. I really do. There, I'll use that maybe for a thumbnail. Okay. Now, I think that's everything. Yeah, that's what I got going right now. But I sort of have a little bone to pick with the magazine world out there. Just, I don't remember the name. I think it's just magazines. I don't know, but I kind of felt like I got ripped off, although it wasn't quite their fault. I had to have a drink, and I'll show you why. I had ordered a subscription for one of my all-time favorite knit magazines called Interweave Knits, okay? This is the current issue of that. And I bought the magazine subscription online way back in early October. Now, they said about 8 weeks for your first issue. So I waited and waited. 8 weeks expired, 9, 10, 11, 12. I thought, what is going on? I thought, well, I guess I just threw out $26, you know, and I'm not going to get this magazine. Well, here in the mail came the magazine. Okay, but then it said this. So I'm just putting this up as a warning. It says this is your last issue of Interweave Knits. Not because your subscription is running out, but because they're going to stop putting this magazine in print. They did not even give me any coupon or anything to where I could go online and get the rest of my issues. So this will be the only issue. $26 for this issue. Wow. Yeah, so I wasn't too happy about that. So I have to go on a little rant, but put out a little warning. You know, if you're interested in Interweave Knits magazine, please don't buy any subscriptions online and think you're going to get print issues, because no. And these magazine companies, they should tell you this. I don't think they really knew at the time when I ordered. The company just decided, we're not going to do print no more. And you know, it's really sad because I see a lot of this happening. And I am the type of knitter and crocheter that I like things in print. You know, I don't have a printer here. I make all my videos on my phone. So things need to be in print for me. So when I purchase patterns and things online, they just stay in my phone. So I really like my magazines. I really do. I have magazines from Interweave Knits all the way back to 2014. Same with Crochet World. Some I pass on to family. But yeah. Anyway, enough of that. But I wanted to let you know. I wanted to show you this pretty sweater in here. I would like to knit up. Now, Interweave Knits is a magazine for intermediate to advanced knitters. Okay? But there was a Japanese pattern in here that's becoming popular right now. This right here, I like this sweater. I'll tell you the name of it. It is called Charrington Cardigan by Therese Chenoweth. I probably did not pronounce her name right. I apologize. She is a Japanese designer. But I love the detailing on the sweater. I'm going to challenge myself a little bit to do that lace because I think I can. I'm pretty confident that I can. Oop. I'm sorry. Reflections of life. I'm trying to show you this sweater. There we go. There's a better view. Probably would have been easier if I just held up or just put a clip in there of the photo, but yes, there's that. It's called the Charrington Cardigan, worked with a lace weight merino, which I have a lot of that in my stash. And I have a color planned. Now, I'm probably not going to start that until summertime because I'm wanting to dwindle down my whips, rest a bit, you know, not bombard, you know, my mind with so many things going on at once. But I'm going to show you the yarn I have for that. Hold on. Okay, I just have it in this large bag. But I'm planning on holding double, depending on, you know. But this is Willow Stream. Now, oh, come on, light, focus. There we go. Willow Stream, and it's a lace weight, superwash merino wool, and silk. So I thought this held double. These two held double. would be really nice. And I have quite a bit in here. I know I have a sweater's quantity in here because one of these is 400 and something. Let's see, it's made in Turkey. 437 yards. So, and I have 10 of those. Yeah, I have 10 of those in there. So that should be enough for that. Should be. We hope. Yeah, I gotta tell you, you know, being a woman over 50, I enjoy making, I'm getting into making more shawls and cardigans because sweaters like these, you know, of course this one's breathable, but a lot of sweaters per se, I'm 1 minute, I'm cold, I gotta put my sweater on, the next minute, woof, I gotta just rip that thing off and then I'm hot, you know. But I'm sure a lot of you older ladies understand. If not, you'll get there someday and you'll understand. Okay, well, I think that was everything I wanted to show you and everything I wanted to talk about today. I thank you so much for watching and sticking around. Would you please do me a favor on the way out? Would you please hit that like button and consider subscribing if you love knit and crochet and tutorials from time to time. I even do a little bit of cooking once in a while. Last video I did on that was the walnut pie recipe using molasses. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all you new subscribers, and I hope to see this channel take off and grow because I have so many fun and interesting things coming up this spring and summer. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again in my next podcast video. Bye!